Talk to me, baby, I've been waiting for a lifetime.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. I'm Brooke, and today's video is going to be a Q&A. So some of these questions were found on some of my videos, like in the comments. Some of them you guys have responded to my Instagram stories, and then last week I posted a Q&A on my Instagram, and I took some of the questions from there, and I have compiled a list. Some things I'm not going to answer because they don't need to be, but the ones that I felt were appropriate and I thought that I should share with you guys, I will be answering all of those. So more recently, my channel has finally started to get picked up by the algorithm. I've been on YouTube for 2.5 years, and it is incredibly difficult to get noticed by the algorithm and to be promoted by the algorithm. So I don't know what I started to do differently. Sometimes it is just a roll of a dice, it is fate. You don't know what is going to get picked up, what isn't going to be picked up, but when you start to be liked by the algorithm, you gotta take advantage of it. So I'm super thankful that I am finally starting to get some traction with my channel. So I thought it was time to maybe do a little video, take a break from the vlogs, and bring you guys along on my day-to-day and just, you know, answer some questions that you guys have, and so you guys can also get to know me a little better. So I have the list on my phone, and let's get started. But first, if you guys haven't already, don't forget to subscribe below. Give this video a big thumbs up. That is going to really help me to get picked up by the algorithm and grow so we can reach new heights with this channel and I can upload more videos for you guys. Let's kick it off with the first question. So we're gonna start with the basics here. First question, where am I from? So I consider myself to be born and raised Sacramento. If we are getting incredibly technical, I was born in Stockton, California, and I lived there until I was 3, and then we moved to Sacramento. So I consider myself born and raised. The only thing I have ever known or really remember is Sacramento, so I'm a Sac gal through and through. Next question is, how did I meet Darren? So I actually met Darren on a dating app. We met in 2015 and we met on Tinder. And I have to just say, I do hate telling people that because there's such a stigma, especially with Tinder, because people assume that it's like the hookup app. And that's not why I was on it, that's not why Darren was on it. And Darren was actually my first date I had ever gone on off of Tinder. And then after our first date, I was obsessed with him and I deleted the app completely. And the rest is history. Next question, best advice I'd give to someone for dating. So best dating advice. I would say the best advice I could give for people dating is to be very upfront with what you're looking for. So sometimes it's just a hookup. Sometimes you're just dating just to have fun experiences, you know, kind of a little partner in crime, but you know, you're not looking for anything serious just yet. And sometimes people are looking for their forever person. They're dating to marry. And because there are so many ways that this could go, it is so important to communicate what you're looking for, because if you guys are not on the same page, you want to discuss that. Having your, I don't want to say expectations, but like your hopes for the situation out there in the open is really important. I like to just get down to business, no games. Like, tell me where you're at, because I'm gonna tell you where I'm at. And if we're not on the same page, do you plan to get on my page or do you plan to hit the road? Because I'm not here with extra time to waste. Next question, favorite place I have traveled to. Oh my, this is hard. Okay, well, I was very fortunate in the sense that even growing up, elementary school, middle school, high school, my parents did take us on vacations abroad. And then when I was kind of old enough and financially secure enough, I continued to travel to other countries. And I love traveling and seeing the world. So I have found a beautiful charm in every place I've gone to, and I have enjoyed every trip so much. So this is kind of tricky. However, if I had to choose just based on like where I would go again, I would have to say either Italy or Paris. I've been to Paris twice. I went once with my parents, And then, of course, if you guys didn't see the France vlogs, I just went in August. Darren and I went together, and I vlogged every day for you guys. So there are like 14 France vlogs. So if you guys want to check that out, make sure you do. They've got their own playlist on my channel. But possibly above France might be Italy. And Italy I might be kind of biased with, because Italy, that trip was also where Darren proposed to me. So, I mean, obviously that kind of elevated the experience. However, beside that, like the Colosseum, Tuscany wine country, Florence, Venice. Oh my gosh, Venice was incredible. And just, yeah, all of the history and the architecture and everything, the food, it was just amazing, incredible. Like, yes, engagement elevated it, but I think even without that, it would still be my top travel location. Next question. By the way, if you guys haven't noticed, I took all the questions and kind of tried to like organize them in categories so that things would flow a little better. So this next one is asking the next trip I have planned. So I believe we are going back to Hawaii in May, just for a quick trip. Darren's brother actually lives out there, and May's his birthday. So, well, May is Darren's birthday, and Darren wants to see his brother for his birthday because they're like super close. So I think we might be going there. Kind of still up in the air. We really, really want to go back to Europe this year. So I'm not sure. We're like very torn between like returning back to some of our favorite places or seeing new places. So, I mean, we really want to see like Germany, we want to see Amsterdam or Netherlands, but Amsterdam specifically, and Croatia. And I mean, well, there are a number of places. Really, I have like a scrolling list on my phone of like all the destinations we want to go to. So I would say if we end up going to Hawaii, then Hawaii in May. But if we don't end up going to Hawaii, because we haven't bought our tickets yet or anything, then I would say the next trip will probably be this summer when we go to Europe. Next question, do I plan to stay in Sacramento? Yes. Yes, I'm probably gonna die here, to be completely honest with you. So one of my like biggest, wildest dreams when I was in like high school and college, I wanted to do like a semester abroad. I wanted to move abroad for like a year, even if it was like after school. And then before I even finished finals in college, I got a job offer, and I actually started working my job before I even finished finals. And that like locked me in here. And then I kind of started getting more comfortable with the idea of like leaving my job and like maybe now's the time, maybe. And then I met Darren. And then I was like, okay, no, he is worth like staying here for. And in general, I'm a very scared person. Like I like to know exactly like what to expect. And so moving abroad, although like I was saying, it is like my wildest dream, I don't know that I would ever be brave enough to do that, or at least not on my own. So something that Darren and I have actually been discussing when my online career obviously takes off a lot more, so many years down the road, you know, whether that's my YouTube channel, whether I end up starting a podcast, which I would absolutely love to do. But once I'm kind of able to work for myself and like quit my corporate job, then we want to start splitting our time between Europe and here. So either like 3 months, or like 3, or 6 between Sacramento and Europe. Originally we thought it'd be Italy, but after our trip to Paris, we are also very open to France. So I think it'll be either France or Italy, but we ultimately do plan to start splitting our time. That's kind of the long-term goal, but in general, I never, ever plan to fully move out of Sacramento. Watch, in a couple years, I'm gonna be in like San Diego or something, and like, I'm never going back to Sac, but as of where I'm at right now, Sac is home. Next question, what do I do for a living? So yes, you've probably looked at that subscriber count and been like, girl, there's no way you're staying afloat on that. No, I actually have never made a single cent on YouTube. There are certain not regulations, there's like certain like milestones you have to hit with YouTube before they will allow you to monetize. And I have made all but one. That final one is my subscribers. I have to hit at least 1,000 and I am getting close. I'm very optimistic that within the next few months I will finally hit that. And I can't wait to monetize. That'll be one step towards my ultimate end goal of eventually quitting my corporate job. But what I currently do for actual paychecks, actual money, I work for a specialty pharmacy. So I am in sales and I call on hospitals, I call on clinics, and I'm not gonna get too much more specific than that, but yeah, I'm in sales. Next question, do I have any influencer friends? I wish, that'd be so fun. No, I do not have any, but I will say, I really wish that I did. I absolutely love my friends, would never trade them, nothing like that, but I would love to also have some influencer friends, just because when you're recording everything, I mean, some of my friends are, you know, they're hams. They don't mind. They'll pose. They'll, you know, repeat things. Like if they're showing me something, and like, oh, if I'm like, oh, let me grab my camera. They're like, oh, tell me when to go. You know, like I love that, but not all of my friends are. And like, I totally get it. This is my thing, not their thing, and I don't want to like shove my camera in their face. So a lot of times, when I am doing fun things like with my friends, I just get like a few little short clips. I like try to like not get their face in it, just be respectful of them and their privacy. So I would love to have influencer friends, just because I could whip out my camera anytime. We could do like activities or trips and stuff where, you know, everyone's getting content. We're all doing that, and just being with people that like really like get that part of it. I wish I could befriend more, but in this area, I mean, there's not a big like influencer population or culture, if you will. It seems like majority is like LA, New York, all of a sudden like Texas. Texas is now like pop locking and dropping. So a lot over there, but this little area of Central California is not. Okay, next question. Where do I see my channel going? Oh my. Okay, so I think this is a big question, but I think I have kind of addressed it in like bits and pieces in some of my other answers, but first thing, I see it growing and growing and growing to the point that I can eventually quit my corporate job and do this full time. And then what that would look like content-wise, my ultimate like dream would be for this channel to become a travel vlog channel. And what I mean by that is, well, I guess the perfect example would be my France vlogs. So if you guys have seen my France vlogs, then you probably kind of understand the kind of style that I would be going for. But it would be kind of like the daily vlog style, but bring so much more value. So whenever I go on a trip somewhere, I do extensive research. Like I research for weeks. I'm talking like the restaurants, the usual historical places, and I try to find very interesting or historically rich places that are not on the usual like touristy go-to places or go-to like to-do list. And I find those places, I do the research on them, and like as you saw in my France vlogs, when I was like, this is the oldest bar in Paris. This is where the king's knights used to come and get their beer, grab a snack before returning to the castle because it was, or the palace, because it's right down the way. This is the year it opened. Here's the, and like I was able to give you guys so much more, and I think that's incredible, because if we hadn't, I mean, I might not have walked down that street, or if I did, I would have walked right past it and just been like, well, that place is run down, you know? But I love to find those things and then share that with you guys. And I love the interaction I was getting on those. People commenting like, oh, did you know this about it? Or did you try this place? Oh my gosh, I had no idea that place was there. Or I've been there and I didn't know, like that's the history of it. And I loved the collaboration and interaction that I got on those videos, and I just loved creating them. Like, to be able to bring that value requires really nothing extra of me, because like I already do that, you know, like that is just how I prepare for a trip, but it allows me to share it with you guys in a much more like interactive, like I guess animated way. Like I could just post itinerary ideas, you know, but it's so much different when I'm like bringing you along. And I really enjoy that, and I have such a passion for travel. Those are also some of my best performing videos. And my other best performing videos are my DIY videos. So I love crafting, and I would also love to have a lot more crafting on my channel, and that was something I had shared with you guys maybe about 2 months ago, and I put out a few more crafting videos, and I had some in the past, but those in my travel vlogs are what have driven the growth of this channel. So I know that's what you guys love. I really enjoy the most creating the DIY and travel videos. So one day that is what my channel will be. I can see it in lights. DIY and travel. Next question, will I start uploading more often? So yes, if you guys hadn't noticed already, I've been starting to upload twice a week instead of my usual one time a week. So yes, I am uploading more often. If you meant more often than the twice a week, like when I go on trips and like if I do like vlogging every day, then when I come back, I probably, like how I did with France, I was uploading videos every other day because I just had so many, and I was like, I'm not dragging this out for like 6 months, you know? But on a regular basis, I don't think I would make it part of my upload schedule. The next question is, what nationality am I? American. I think you meant ethnicity though. So my mom is Mexican, Native American, and then we did the 23andMe, found out a bit more. And I believe there was Argentinian and Spanish. And then my dad is from Chile, and then his family roots are from Spain, and I believe there was some in Morocco, and there were some other things I can't remember right now, but I would say genetically what I pulled the most, or what I primarily am, Mexican, Chilean, and Spanish. So that's what I claim, and Native American. I feel like I did get quite a bit of that as well. So that is what I consider myself. So my next question is, how do I motivate myself to work out? So this one is challenging. So this is actually only the second time I have ever managed to stick with any, like, I don't want to say fitness challenge, like wellness goal. This time, tomorrow is week 6 that I've stuck with it. So again, the fact that this is only my second time ever making it past a month in my entire life, I would not say that I am the best person to ask this to, or maybe it is, because I'm kind of like beginner, you know, and maybe that's where you guys are too, and that is okay. You have to start somewhere. But I would say what motivated me to start versus what motivates me now are completely different. So when I first started, what really worked for me, I went to this mindset class, and it kind of like, I didn't go there to like get my wellness in order. I went there because a friend invited me, and I actually didn't really want to go, but I hadn't seen her forever and I wanted to see her. So I went just so I could spend time with her, and it ended up being really a game changer for me. So in the class, they talked about like kind of like manifestation of your goals and setting like these huge goals for yourself. Tip top, nothing is unattainable, but you have to create smaller goals in between. And for the smaller goals, maybe you've 4, maybe you've 6, maybe you've 10 smaller goals. And for each of those smaller goals, you have little bite-sized goals in between. So say, you know, my goal is, you know, to be fit and, you know, like whatever I want to be toned, I want to feel confident, I want to fit into my clothes again, you know? And one of my smaller ones was like, I need to work out 3 times a week. Okay, like obviously that's not gonna get me there. But at first I need to reach that goal. If I can't even do that, how am I gonna get all the way up there? I can't be like, I'm gonna go, like, I'm changing my whole eating habit. I'm doing like powerlifting, or I'm like going to CrossFit every single day. And like, you know, like that is an aggressive, like entire lifestyle change, and it's not sustainable. So I was like, okay, I can work out 3 times a week. And you know, I haven't worked out in months at this point. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna start walking 3 times a week. From there, and then it's like, okay, I'm gonna start walking, instead of for 30 minutes, I'm gonna work for 45 minutes. And then maybe it's like, I'm going to increase the incline. Maybe I'm going to power walk at that incline. Maybe after I do my power walk and my incline, I'm gonna do some weights after that. Maybe instead of doing 3 times a week, I'm gonna do 4 times a week. And then, you know what I mean? Kind of doing things like that. And like, you know what, now I'm like starting to feel strong. I'm starting to see results. You know, maybe I'm gonna start, you know, cooking at home a little more and swapping out like 2 of my meals a week for something healthier. You know, I'm gonna stop drinking beer and switch to something lower carb. You know, like I don't have to totally give up alcohol, but like maybe instead I'll do like my vodka water with lime juice, you know, and like, it's give and take. And so finding small goals that you can build upon, so build that foundation. And then once you felt like you met that small goal of like that 30 minutes a day, then you feel like empowered. You're like, wow, I did that, I met that goal. What else can I do? You know, if I could do that, I could do anything. You know, you start feeling all like motivated and like pumped up. And that's exactly that drive that you need to push your goal a little further. And each time you add just a little more, you're coming just a little closer to your final goal. And so that's kind of how I did it. I've been slowly adding onto it little by little by little. And I'm seeing results. I'm seeing results in my energy level, in my quality of sleep, in my mood. Physically, I can actually close my jeans again, guys. So now like in every way, I'm starting to see improvement, and that improvement is now what is motivating me to keep going. Cause now I kind of feel like I've reached a point where like there's not much more I can add. You know, I only have so much time before work each morning, and I'm not waking up at 5 a.m. to do my workout. I love cooking at home, but I can't cook everything from scratch at home every single day. I'm too busy. You know, I'm not going to completely give up alcohol. I enjoy wine. I enjoy wine tasting. I like to drink wine while I'm cooking. Like I'm running out of things that like I can change and still be sustainable. So now, yeah, what's keeping me going is seeing the differences that, or improvements that I've made. So having that keep me going is now my motivation. What do you think is the most important part of a new healthy lifestyle routine? Well, it's kind of along the same lines, having small goals that are attainable, and having your routine be something that you can do every day. Don't have it be something realistic that you can do every day and is not going to make you absolutely hate your life. So I think easy, streamlined, repeatable, and enjoyable. I think if you have those components in your like healthy lifestyle routine, you'll be able to stick with it. Okay, next, best and worst purchase. Oh my. I would say our best purchase was our last house, because we bought it at a really good time. And then when we sold it, we had made quite a bit of profit on it. So it ended up being a fantastic investment that kind of set us up for our life, like moving forward. And I just felt like I feel like investments are a good purchase. So that house. And then what is my worst purchase? My worst purchase would be our HVAC at our last house. One of Darren's buddies that he had, he was like a general contractor, and he was able to get like this really good deal on this. It was brand new, but it was an HVAC, and that HVAC, they said it was in perfect condition. We had people come out, they couldn't figure out what was wrong with it. If you guys watched my vlogs back then, you know that it broke down, I kid you not, once a week. And sometimes they couldn't get out to us, like during summer when everyone's HVAC was breaking, and they couldn't get out to us in a timely fashion. And like while it was like 112, 116 out here in Sacramento, we had no HVAC for sometimes like 3-4 weeks on end. And like trying to save money in that way was the worst purchase we ever made. We should have, like, really, it would have been like an extra 1,000 or I don't know, maybe 1,500 or something to get like the same HVAC from like mainstream, like reputable location. And we would have never had to deal with these issues. And if we did, they would have come out and replaced the entire unit. And it ended up costing us so much more money in maintenance. And a lot of stress, a lot of sweat, a lot of bad attitudes from overheating. So that cheaping out on the HVAC was our worst purchase. Next question, most expensive purchase. So most expensive purchase would obviously be our current house. I felt like the houses were kind of like, duh, but I mean, technically they were the most expensive, so felt like I could name them. Next is my current favorite place to shop. So my current favorite place to shop is Express for all of their tops. Their bodycon, like line is everything. And then Amazon, I buy everything on Amazon. So, I mean, many times groceries as well, but like all of our household items, all of my makeup, all of my hair products, everything for like my computer, like our house stuff, because I mean, not necessarily Amazon brand, but Amazon now, like everyone sells through Amazon. Like I even get my Nordstrom stuff through Amazon because the shipping is 2 days. And versus if I buy on from Nordstrom directly, it's like a week. So like I buy all of that, and they have all of the brands I use, and they have all of the brands I desire. So yeah, I buy everything on Amazon. Next, I only have 2 more questions, guys. I will try to be a little shorter with it. I know I'm like giving these like super long-winded questions, but at the end of this, you guys will really know me well, I promise. So the next one is collagen loading working. So if you guys didn't see one of my more recent vlogs, I mentioned that I started collagen loading. And if you don't know what that is, basically use like liquid collagen, which your body absorbs better than like powders or pills and such. And then you take, usually you take your single day dose, which is like 100% of your daily collagen, or possibly more than 100%. But you take that dose in the morning, you take it again in the middle of the day, and you take it again in the evening. So basically you're taking 3 doses throughout the day, and you do that for 30 days. And it basically helps your body like, I guess like restart to produce higher levels of collagen, because the older you get, like the less collagen production your body is doing. So by doing collagen loading, yeah, you're getting your body starting to produce collagen once, or higher levels of collagen once again. And then it also has pretty significant results. So collagen is really important for like your skin elasticity. So like keeping your skin like tight and like looking young and bright, glowing, reduces the signs of, or like the appearance of wrinkles. It's also a big part of muscle density. So if you're working out, it also helps you like build and maintain muscle faster. And then it also helps reduce the appearance of cellulite. So it helps, like how cellulite, your skin's all like dimply, it helps to create like a more even layer beneath the skin and of your skin. So it just like smooths things out. So now that I'm working out more, and I was kind of mentioning to you guys, like once I'm meeting one goal, I'm like, what else could I do to kind of like amp things up? So now that I'm like, okay, things are kind of toning up, tightening up, what could I do to elevate that? And then I found collagen loading. So I've started collagen loading. I am in my 2nd week right now. It's hard to say if I'm seeing results. I know many people who have done it with this exact same collagen and they have seen great results. I am seeing great results these past 2 weeks, but also keep in mind that I'm fairly new into my like fitness game as well. So it's hard to allocate the results to the collagen or just the fitness or like the working out and eating better and just like overall being like a healthy, more active person. So I think it's definitely those combined. So I would say it's helping, but I can't give you guys any like concrete like examples or results of what I'm seeing, just because I'm kind of like starting everything, I mean, almost at once, you know? But I'm liking it and it makes me feel healthy doing it. So if that counts for anything. The last and final question, guys. What breed and how old are your dogs? This is a good one to end on. I like this one. So my dogs are golden doodles. A lot of people think that they are labradoodles or straight poodle. They are not. They are golden doodles and they are litter mates. We got them at the same time and they are 2.5. Oh no, they're more than 2.5. They turned 3 in May. Oh my God, my babies are getting older. No. They still have complete puppy energy and they still have the diva in them where they still think, I'm a little puppy, I get whatever I want. And well, they do get whatever they want because they are spoiled because we absolutely love them. They're just our little babies. All right, guys, those are all of the questions. I hope I have answered any questions that you guys have. If you have others that you want me to answer, feel free to send them over to me through my DM on Instagram. My Instagram handle is Brooke Nicole Dowd, or you can leave them in the comment box below, and I will start to compile another list for another Q&A in a month or so. Thank you guys again so much for watching. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe below and give this video a big thumbs up. Thank you so much to everyone who has been watching my videos, giving my videos a thumbs up, interacting with them. It means so much to me. And for all of those of you who are just now joining, welcome. I'm so happy to have you and I'm so glad that the algorithm has brought you here. I do hope that you enjoy my channel and you stick around. Thank you guys so much and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Talk to me, baby.